wasn't as close as a lot of the media made out. You know, I had conversations with a few clubs on leaving Borussia Dortmund. I made that decision. Then they gave me permission to speak to a few clubs, and you know, one thing I have to say is all the clubs that I spoke to were very respectful of me and my family, which for me is a huge value and something that I really respected. So I don't want to say anything that sounds disrespectful to them. But you know, when Real Madrid come knocking on the door, you know, it shakes the whole house, and it's one that you can't. It's hard not to open and accept. So I think, like I've said before, it's not a fact. It's not a matter of the other teams weren't good or they were bad when I spoke to them. It was just that Real Madrid are on a different level. I don't think the arrival of any player, Kylian, for example, in your question, has affected that at all. You know, we set up to try and beat the opposition. I'm put in a position that the manager believes is the best position for me in whatever game to have an impact on that game. I think Kylian's been absolutely great coming in. You know, I think he gets a lot of criticism, and it's a bit over the top for me. I think if you look at what he's contributed so far, it's really good, and it's scary because I see him every day in training and I know he's only going to get better. So in terms of him coming, I don't think that's been the reason why I've changed positions. Well, I'll be playing alongside him next season for England anyway, hopefully. So that will be a guarantee. But you know, he's a Liverpool player, and I think it's disrespectful, especially to come to his home today and speak. With a huge game tomorrow, to speak something that could be misconstrued or anything like that. So I think it's important to take that kind of pressure off him, and obviously he's a really good mate of mine and I want him to do really well normally, obviously not tomorrow night, but we'll see what happens. But like I said, he's a Liverpool player. I think that's clear. Obviously, they're top of the league in England, and I think top of the Champions League standings at the minute as well. So I think it's clear to see how good of a team they are. You know, they've got players who have kind of come to a new level. Some of the younger lads, and then the more experienced lads who have been world class for a long time. So it'll be a great test, but a great game, and you know, still confident. I've got to be honest, I think I lost my smile a lot after the Euros when it came to playing for England because of, I don't know, I felt like I was a little bit mistreated in comparison to what I contributed. I felt like some of it was a bit harsh on me. I think I felt a bit like the scapegoat. Maybe I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself, and I think that camp with a lot of new faces really brought out the joy in my game again. I think you could see that in the two games, but in general, I hadn't lost my smile in the Madrid shirt.